So, I've been watching Chainsaw Man just like every other person on this planet. What is this? What is this show? Can you even call this a show? Because I can't. Watching Chainsaw Man is a goddamn life experience. When I grow up and have grandkids, the first thing I'm gonna tell them is how important it is to drink water. Because you're gonna feel dehydrated when watching the show. Every colleague I meet in the future will hear the tales of how I got past episode 8 of Chainsaw Man without going mentally insane, which I think is a pretty good feat. Spy Family Season 2, Mob Psycho Season 3, My Hero Academia Season 6, Blue Lock, a new but very welcome show, and the return of the underdog of the big three, Bleach. So many things were taking over this entire anime season, but despite that fact, Chainsaw Man was still on top. People can argue as much as they want, but the pure hype of Chainsaw Man getting an anime adaptation was unrivaled. I didn't think it was possible for anything to get so much attention before even a single teaser was presented. I've experienced the sheer hype of Chainsaw Man haunting me every single day, more and more as the release of the first episode drawed ever closer. And at some point, I almost folded. I almost started reading the manga, so I held out all the way till the show came out, and when it finally did, damn. This show wasted no time in getting you to be interested. Our main man, Denji, is introduced, and the first thing we learn about him is that he's in a massive amount of debt. He sold his eye, his kidney, and one of his balls. As we go along, we learn that Denji has been living in a ridiculously horrible life. So much so that as soon as he's offered a single meal later on, he thinks it's the greatest thing in the world. Eventually, he gets taken into the Devil Hunter Association. Here, he gets a partner, and his partner ain't very fond of the idea that he's just a bumbling idiot whose main priority isn't to kill devils. He tries to get Denji to quit, but albeit in a very caring way, because Aiki has seen so many people die in this job because they weren't putting their all into it. He didn't want that for Denji. He didn't want him to die. So, what does our noble main character do? How will he handle this subtle yet clear act of kindness and consideration from a man he just met? A man who by all means is his senior and superior? He says shut up and kicks him in his baby maker. Not even just once, but twice. Afterwards though, Denji then kinda realized, however, that he does actually need a goal. His initial goal was to have a decent living situation, but he kind of already got that, so he needed something new. Because he started analyzing the situation around him, and his new friend Aiki had the goal of revenge. The policemen around him had the goal of keeping their families protected and preserving the peace around them. Will our well-natured protagonist find a goal that can define yet another generation? Like becoming the Hokage, finding the One Piece, or being the best there ever was? What will he do? What will he dedicate his entire life to do? He wants to touch a boob. Okay, as goofy and dumb as this does kind of show how low Denji's standard of life really is. The life goal he made for himself, a goal usually made for the purpose of giving unending pleasure and satisfaction, for him was to simply touch a woman. Genuinely, this is a really depressing thing to think about, because Denji thinks something like that can give his life meaning, when it really shouldn't. And he learned this firsthand. Denji went and broke the main character rule. He was able to touch a chest 5 episodes into the entire series. The one who helped him achieve this was Power, a demon taking over a girl's body who a lot of people seem to simp for. I don't care what you guys have to say, but she doesn't flush when she takes a dump. That is an instant turn off. Anyway, she's a blood demon, and despite betraying Denji to try and achieve her own goal, Denji saves her so that she could honor their previous agreement of letting him cop a feel if they could save her cat. Denji went through all that effort for a goal that even the audience is making fun of him for. He actually has this really good line where he says that even if other people think his goal is trivial and pathetic, it's his goal, and he's gonna work harder for it than anyone else has fought for theirs. To be honest, that is the most Chad behavior ever. The main character that's got this entire community talking is Makima. She's a character that initially got popularity because of her endless lines of simps. Being a dog for Makima memes took over everyone's For You pages and feeds. As the show went on though, it was pretty clear that she has her own intentions. Intentions that are just not gonna be shown to us for a really long time, I guess. Episode 8 and episode 9 really showed us why we shouldn't be lusting over Makima, but maybe learning to actually fear her. And this is something someone should really tell Denji. There is a massive amount of mystery surrounding the show, and this is displayed amazingly by MAPPA. I just heard the possible announcement that One Punch Man Season 3 would be animated by MAPPA, and oh my god, these guys cannot catch a single break. I'm honestly scared for these employees. This show is absolutely stunning and beautiful. Some people are complaining about the possible CGI in the fight scenes, but honestly guys, calm down. CGI is its own form of art, and it it can look pretty amazing. Chainsaw Man is a beautiful show, and Mappa is doing an amazing job. There's so much more to go over with the show, but it's kind of not over yet. I could go over these side characters more because God knows I want to, but I should probably let the first season end first before I try going in depth with a lot of the characters. Chainsaw Man is not an anime. Not because it's not literally one, but because it refuses to follow the usual tropes that have given anime its famous reputation. It doesn't want to tie itself down to anything specific because it knows just how unique it is. Everyone was excited for Chainsaw Man, and luckily enough, this show hasn't disappointed at all so far. I know for a fact that I'll still be watching, so let's all go through this ride together.